Alright lads, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be something slightly different to what I normally do, because your boy's fresh out of ideas. Yes, that's right, we are going to be ranking every single TREYARCH Zombies map, including Call of Duty Vanguard, but excluding Modern Warfare 3, because I ain't buying that shit! The maps are going to be ranked from worst to best, starting with the worst maps, and just for prior knowledge, we will not be doing the Zombie Chronicles versions of maps, or any remasters of such, because it is an unfair advantage, but maps that have taken stuff from the previous map and made it its own, we will be ranking them, such as Classified and Alpha Omega. Now the maps are going to be ranked from 42 to 1, but they are also going to be put into a tier list, which pop up on the screen now. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, wonderful mystery. You don't know what the names of everything else is, but you can see the first one there is absolute trash. We're going to be ranking the absolute trash maps first. So let's jump into the worst map of TREYARCH's existence, the worst they've ever done. I can't think of anything worse than this motherfucking map. I'm so angry I had to buy this game to play this map. It's obviously the fucking piece of shit we call Dare and Fang. I hate this map. Nothing works in it. It's awful. I can't believe it got through any sort of process. This map plays like an utter load of shit. The Easter egg's a load of pish. The map is a load of pish. The layout of the map is a load of pish. Everything about this map screams pish. You spend about 2% of actual playing time in the main core of the map, which is Stalingrad, and then the other 98%, you're going through these portals doing the same 3 or 4 objectives. I can't remember. My brain is numb from this experience. I hated it so much. I am so angry. I played it for an hour to just get some footage of it. I have never wanted an hour more back in my life. It is an awful, awful map. It is so far below the second last map. It is unbelievable. This is a terrible, terrible, terrible map. Never play this. Thankfully, we are moving on to number 41 on this list, and it's the same thing. We're going through more fucking portals. In Vanguard, we're going through more fucking portals. You gotta be fucking shit. Yes, of course, the map is Terra Maldesi Kata fucking Terrier Dog. Don't give a shit. This map, just like Dare and Fang, has you doing the exact same shit. You're going through portals, do this. Go through another portal, do this. Go through another portal, do this. Oh, look at that. It's a fucking shield and the fucking red thing. Oh, look at that. You've done the Easter egg. What the fuck? This map is shit, man. This video's off to such a bad start. I never played Vanguard Zombies when it first came out. I'm not gonna lie to you. Didn't want to. Looked shit. Never did it. I had to buy this game for this video. I'm just gonna say it. I feel like I've been robbed. Someone has reached inside of me and pulled something out of me, because I feel empty after playing these two maps. And if the next map is Vanguard, I'm going to lose my mind. I hopped into this map, watched the Mr. Waffles guide when I was like 10 minutes into it, finished the Easter egg. Not going to touch this game ever again. Oh my god. Awful. Awful. Please let the next map be something that's not Vanguard. Please. At number 40 in this list, it's the Archon from Vanguard. When will it end? You can really tell how a zombies experience is going to go when you sound like this before the map actually fucking starts. I mean, I don't know what to say at this point. If you're ever pondering, for whatever reason at this point, should I buy Vanguard for the zombies? Don't! It's just incredible. It's incredible how bad it is. It's not even laughable anymore. Even though I'm laughing, because I'm the dick that spent fucking £40 on it. The Archon is basically the round-based version of Terra Maledicta. It's not a reskin. It's the same map, but no portals. I mean, what is going on? These are what people waited months for. They waited months for these maps. It's the same fucking map. It's incredible. I didn't try the Easter egg. No interest in doing it. No interest in fucking finding anything about this map, other than just playing it to get some footage in the background to show I actually played the fucking map. This has been a very depressing start to the video. It's just a Vanguard video. Nobody wants to watch that shit. So the next map won't actually be Vanguard. At number 39 on this list, we have our first controversial map. Finally, something interesting in this video. Number 39 on this list is Outbreak on Cold War. Now, before you shout at me, Outbreak can be summed up by the philosopher Darrow O'Brien.
Wait, what? Hang on, what? Wait, what?
I was playing this and I was just confused the entire time. What is going on? Why am I playing Warzone and zombies? That's not what I want. Does anybody want that? Does anybody want that? Cold War zombies, I feel, personally, caters towards multiplayer people too much. It feels like a multiplayer game and not zombies. I cannot stand the maps that are not round based. It really, really, really blows It really does. It's so shit. Zombies was always a round-based game. That's the point. Why are the rounds only going up when I go through the shitty fucking portal? I mean, what is going on? I played Outbreak for like half an hour. I made it to quote-unquote round 2 and just gave up because it was so confusing. I can see why people would like it, but it's probably the people that like Warzone or multiplayer. It's not for me. So it's at number 39 on this list. The last map to go in the absolute trash tier is Bus Depot on Black Ops 2. This map is just, it's unnecessary, really. Like, why not just put Pack-a-Punch in it? I don't understand. Why not put perks in it? I don't understand. The map is just, it's boring. There's not much to do. There's no satisfaction in getting a high round. It's very boring. It just feels like an anomaly. I have nothing else to say. It's a part of one of the worst maps in Zombies history, and it's very boring. Nothing else to say, really. Let's move on. That brings an end to the first section of our tier list. The absolute trash maps are done. Numbers 38 through 42 are done. That is it. We're off the absolute trash maps now and moving on to just trash. These maps still didn't do the right thing, but they aren't excruciatingly painful to play. To kick us off for the just trash part of our tier list, we're going to start with number 37, which is Farm on Black Ops 2. Farm is basically the same thing as Bus Depot, but with perks, so it goes in the just trash tier list. Again, not much to say. Part of the Green Mile collection of maps, you can say. Not fun to play, but at least it has perks, so it's not as bad to play. Nothing else really. That's where these will get more interesting, but number 37, Farm. We're getting right the way through these now. We're now moving on to number 36 on this tier list, which is the beloved, the infamous Transit on Black Ops 2 Zombies. The launch map of the game, and a terrible one at that. I mean, just so many quirky parts that just don't work. Power for the Pack-a-Punch. You've got to put the turbine down for the Pack-a-Punch, and sometimes it doesn't work, so you've got to wait for the bus driver to come back, or if you want to go out into the fog, you've got to face the fucking denizens. Oh my god, they're so annoying. The bus as a whole is just a not great system. Like, I don't want to wait in a specific area for 15 minutes for Ted to get his ass run to my fucking farm. It was very ambitious for Black Ops 2, and that is the problem. It was too ambitious. If this was on Black Ops 3, this maybe would be a top 5 map. I'm being serious. But because it's on Black Ops 2, they tried too much. It didn't work. It's very annoying. The Avogadra, the fucking stupid white man, is so annoying. I don't like it. That's it. I don't like it. At least it's got the bank. That's cool. Yeah. Not much else. I hate Pack-a-Punch in this map. Fuck Transit. Hey, you know what? I'm feeling good now. We haven't had Vanguard zombies in so long. I feel like we're having a great time. Even Transit looks good. What's number 35? Number 35 is Shinonuma Vanguard. Oh my god. Let's take a second. Just stop the video. Stop the video. Let's just take a second to admire that all 4 Vanguard maps have been knocked out already. All 4. We've done what? 7 maps, and 4 of them are Vanguard. I paid money for this. Please subscribe. I paid money for this. The only reason it's not an absolute trash is because it's Shinonuma, so it's recognisable. It already works. But Vanguard just doesn't work. The constant mini bosses spawning is such an annoyance. The HUD is, I don't like it. Vanguard Zombies is bad. Shinonuma Vanguard Zombies is bad, but it's not absolute trash. It is just trash. It's better than Transit, which shouldn't be an award, but for Vanguard Zombies, it fucking is. I'm just thankful I don't need to talk about Vanguard Zombies anymore. That brings peace to me. Up next, at number 34 on our list, is Nuketown Zombies on Black Ops 2. You know, before I played all these maps, I had a list created before, and then as I was playing them, stuff was moving around. Nuketown was one of the biggest hitters in terms of losing its position, because fuck me, it is just not fun anymore. I hate waiting for Jug for round 20. The whole recording, when I was doing it, I recorded for about an hour, didn't get Jug. I died about 3-4 times and I gave up. I was like, it's good enough. It kept dropping Pack-a-Punch and Speed Cola. It's just, I don't like the system at all. I don't like waiting for perks. It's the reason they've not done it since Nuketown, and it's because it didn't work on Nuketown. I like the Nuketown multiplayer map, which is why I rated it highly. I remember playing it as a kid with my mate. It was a bit more fun, but the whole waiting for perks, not for me. And the zombie spawns just seemed fucking whack, man. I couldn't do shit. Maybe it's probably just a skill issue. Fuck yous. Going from one embarrassment to the other, we are now on number 33, which is, and I feel really bad for this one, Shinonuma World at War. Yes, I know, it's a crime to put it this low, but I don't like it, because it's so easy. The zombie cap is 24, so you get fucking round 20,000 or whatever. What? There's no challenge to the map. It's swampy. I don't mind the swamp bits though, because you can just avoid them. But I have nothing else to say really. I'm sorry for this one, but personally I really do not like Shinonuma. I wouldn't choose to play it on World at War. I wouldn't even choose to play it on Chronicles. It's at number 33. I'm really sorry for this one. This is really going to hurt some people. We'll quickly move on to ease your pain of Shinonuma being at 33 on this list to, oh god. At number 32 we've got Shangri-La and Black Ops 1.
Whoa! Fuck no! Fuck no!
This one might get even more people angry. I really don't like the map either. It might be because it's an old map. I swear, I'm not biased towards that. I remember playing this as a kid and hating it, and now I've played it as a 20-year-old, and I still hate it. I know a lot of people really like this map, but I cannot stand by this map. I cannot defend this map. It's awful. I hate the monkeys. I hate the fucking fire people. I can't remember their names. I hate the screamers. It's just too difficult for little reward. And I know again, skill issue. Shut up, man. I don't like it. It's a very good looking map. I will give it that. It's a very good looking map. But I would never choose to play it. Wouldn't choose to play it on Chronicles. Wouldn't choose to play it on Black Ops 1. So it's a number 32. You should be happy with that. Now quickly moving away from Shangri-La before I get attacked in the comments, we are on to number 31, which is Mauer der Toten on Cold War Zombies. Now I'm not going to lie to you, I haven't played Cold War before this video, so I had to buy Cold War as well. Please subscribe. I'm down so much money, my bank account looks awful. So I'm kind of basing these ranks on my half an hour of playing them and my community gaze on these maps. Now from what I gathered, you're in Berlin fighting fucking magical zombies again. Nothing on the map stood out to me. As I was playing it, I was just constantly lost. I didn't know where any perks were. I know you don't when you first play a map, but you generally get an idea of where everything is on your first playthrough. I couldn't with this. And it's the same problem I think Cold War has with every map. I said it once and I will repeat it throughout this video. It's catered towards multiplayer players more than zombies players. It was a really unfun experience, and the metal Donnie that comes after you, not fun to try and kill, took forever while zombies are still swarming you. But it also just doesn't seem hard. It wasn't fun. That's the consensus I have for this map. It wasn't fun, but I know the community likes it, I think. I really don't know. I think it does. So that's why it's at number 31 on my list. And with Mauer der Toten, we round out our just trash maps on our tier list. Those are some pretty shit maps there, wouldn't you agree? So let's move on to the next section, which is just there. These are maps that are kind of, you know, just there. They're filler. You know, you could jump on them and have a good time with your mates, but you wouldn't really choose to do it competitively or whatever. They're kind of just there. It's in the name. So to start off our just there maps, we have D Machine on Cold War Zombies. Now, I've only played half an hour of this. It wasn't fun. But the community response to this map, I'm pretty sure, was a general positive one. So I'm sure if I played it a bit more, it would be higher than what I would actually put it. So putting it in number 30 is quite generous for me, because again, I didn't like it. I wasn't a big fan of Cold War Zombies. I didn't play it for long though, so I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt that it's not Vanguard. D Machine is a play on Nacht on Toten. It includes the underground bunker, which is pretty cool. You know, it gives a bit more story to Nacht on Toten, even though I don't think it's related to Nacht on Toten. It's a whole thing. I don't understand the story anymore. I used to. I was a big nerd. I don't anymore. Especially the Cold War Zombies. I had no clue. Especially this Dark Ether shit. Like, I hate going through the portals all the time. I know we've done it on maps like Shadows, which I love, but for some reason, the portals just seem overused in these games, and it's really annoying. So it just adds to the whole feeling of D Machine, where I'm just like, I don't like this map. It's a general consensus, but it is just there. I could see myself having fun with my mates, because it's a decently sized map. It adds to Nacht on Toten, maps we've all played. I could see myself having fun. That's why I ranked it 30 on this list. Number 29 on our list, we're just jumping straight into it, it's Die Rise on Black Ops 2. Now, as I said before, I had made a list before I started playing all these maps, and Die Rise was very much lower than what it is right now. 29th is generous for it, because when I jumped in it, I actually had fun on it. I had fun on Die Rise. I built the cycle fire, I got all my perks, and just had an overall pretty good time. I didn't die. I had to kill myself to end the game. All in all, a pretty solid performance from me. The problem with the map though is the verticality. It's really annoying having to wait for the elevators to go up different floors. You're always in a panic, thinking, how am I going to get to this place when you're in the lower levels? You've really got to make sure you have one zombie left. I don't like playing like that, so that's why it is still pretty low, even though I had a good time on it. It still has its big flaws, but it brought in such good things like the trample steam and who's who. Fuck fucking who's who, man. Why is that a thing? But no, the trample steam is good. And how can you forget the wonder weapon? The sliquifier. I fucking love the sliquifier. That shit's so fun. But pre-patch as well, that shit was insane. So yeah, pretty solid result for Die Rise, to be fair. Any Die Rise fans out there, you're probably loving me. Number 29. Moving on to number 28, it was an inevitability that I tried to put off for as long as I can, but number 28 is Nacht der Untoten, where it all started, but at some point you've got to put aside your biases. It is obviously, it's a boring map. It is sore to say, but it is a boring map. There's very little to do. You've got a mystery box and your wits. That's all you've got. Good luck, boy. We can all appreciate it's where it all started from. So I'm putting number 28 just to say thank you for generating what we've got apart from Vanguard. Thank you, Nacht der Untoten, for all the memories and all the zombies maps you have generated. Moving on from Nacht der Untoten, we have number 27 on this list, and it's actually our first BO4 map. It is Tag der Toten. Overall, a pretty mid experience, to be honest. Obviously, it's the ending to what we know as the Ether storyline on Black Ops 4 and all Black Ops. Now, I do like the ending of Zombies. I think it was a good way to end it, but the fact that it was that stupid animation style of ending, I hate that. I can't stand it. So, it loses points because of that. And it loses points for it's just existing. You know, we've got Call of the Dead already, which is a better map, and all this one adds is a thunder gun, but it's Tundra. But for some reason it does splash damage, like that makes it useless. I don't want to use a splash damage gun. I don't want to have to use PhD because this thing has splash damage. Obviously it does not have George Romero, so that is the positive of it over Call of the Dead, but overall it just wasn't a really fun experience, but it was okay. It's just there. You know, I did actually forget about this map a couple years ago. It does exist, so the map's just there. It was alright. I wouldn't recommend to play it. Let's move on. And with Tag der Toten, that rounds out our just there maps. Only 4 maps in that tier, the lowest so far. We shall keep going though with the next tier, which is Did the Job. These are maps that just did their job. They're good. I would play them. They did their job. They are a zombies experience, but they don't excel in the experience, but they at least provided something that resembles zombies, if you get what I mean. So to start off our just there maps, we are going to have Zetsubou no Shima on Black Ops 3. This is our first Black Ops 3 map on the tier, and it took a long time for it to come because Black Ops 3 is unobjectively the best zombies game out there. It just is. I love Black Ops 3. I can talk about that all day, but that's a different video. Zetsubou no Shima at launch would have probably been behind Der and Fang. I remember this map at launch. It was awful, and I didn't touch it for months after because of how bad the experience was. But credit to Treyarch, they did fix the map, and it has become a better map. I actually quite like the map. The one biggest flaw I have with this map though, the biggest flaw is a step for the Easter egg. I have to run anywhere but here to get to a specific part. What is that about? Not a fan of that. I quite like the thrashers. The thrashers are quite cool. You get stuck inside them if you down. That is quite a cool feature. I wish they brought it back, but here we are in 2023. 2024, oh my god. I don't like the way you have to turn on power though, doing that lockdown thing. It takes just a little too long. I hate the water buckets, that shit. But the big spider boss fight, which isn't even the boss fight, cool as fuck. That spider's cool as fuck. Yeah, this was quite a good map. It did its job. It would probably be higher if it wasn't for its disastrous launch, but it would have been lower if they didn't fix it. So number 26 goes to Zetsubou no Shima. 25 on this list may pain a certain someone, but it's gotta happen. Number 25 is Call of the Dead on Black Ops 1.
Chat, why do motherfuckers dog on Call of the Dead so hard? Every single fucking time, fam! Chat, he's saying blood is better than this map. And Alpha Omega. Chat, what the okay, what is the reason? Yeah, what does he say?
There is one simple reason as to why I do not like this map. George. Seriously man, fuck George Romero on this map. I love him as the director, amazing movies, but god damn, I hate having to just fucking worry about this cunt all the time. I hate the splash damage from the ray gun, angles him, and you have to go around to the water, and then, oh look, you're starting to get frozen in the water, so you can't stay in the water too long. I'm really not a fan of this map. But when I was playing it before this video, I had a good experience. So it got bumped up about 10, 13 places because of I had a fun time on it. I killed George Romero 3 times. That was fun, and I actually had to end the game instead of dying, which is usually what I do in Call of the Dead. So it got bumped up. Maybe this tier is unfair. It probably is. I don't care. The fog, the cold, George Romero, it just all accumulates to something that I don't like as an experience. But it is a zombies experience. So it's in this part of the list. Number 25 on this list, Call of the Dead. Moving on to number 24 on this list, we have another Black Ops 1 map. This time it is Ascension. I hate Ascension for a few reasons, but the main one being the fucking monkeys. I hate these guys. I hate the fact that they take your perk and then you gotta buy it again, and it's really hard to fucking figure out where they're running. I know you can manipulate it by opening certain doors and not opening other ones, but I don't want to play like that. I just want my perks to stay if I've bought them. And the fact if they take quick revive and you use it the 3 times, it doesn't come back. What the fuck? I didn't die! The monkey took it! Oh man, I hate that so much. I do like the reward of if they don't touch a perk machine, you get a perk. That's cool. But I will lose that perk in 5 rounds when the monkeys fucking steal it. It has got to be recognised though that this was the first ever map with an Easter egg in it. So for that reason I have bumped it a little bit higher than what I actually enjoy it, just because it's got that Easter egg, the first ever one. The trading area for Ascension is also one of the most iconic places to trade on all of Zombies, so that's got to be recognised as well. But for me personally, I'm not a fan of this map. I don't like it. Moving on from Ascension, we now have number 23 on our list, which is Forsaken from Cold War Zombies. Now say it with me now, I think Cold War Zombies caters towards multiplayer players too much. It was much better than the previous Cold War Zombies maps I'd played. I quite liked Forsaken. The map design, I don't like having to go through the portals. Again, fuck these portals, man, I can't be arsed. If I was allowed to walk around this whole map, it would probably be top 20, but the fact that I can't, it's shit. I don't like that. Stop restricting me with these fucking portals. But I quite liked the map. It was nice and colourful. And it's a nice change to Zombies because we're used to such gloomy stuff all the time. But again, it's Cold War Zombies. Not a big fan of it. The map's pretty cool though. I'm not really much to say about Forsaken because I've not played it much. But 23 on the list, it's respectable. Now the same can be said about number 22. It is Firebase Z on Cold War Zombies. What I perceive to be the best map that Cold War Zombies has done. Now, it is not hugely better than Forsaken, it is around the same level, but whilst playing, I had a better time playing Firebase Z, so it has got that little tiny edge over Forsaken. Again, we've got the same problem of the portal linking two parts of the map. I don't know what it is about that, but I hate that. I don't like it. Stop doing that. Stop your portals, Cold War Zombies, I'm begging you. The mimics are pretty annoying in this map. I don't know if this was the first time they were introduced or what, but they were pretty annoying. Fuck the mimics. Don't like the mimics. But again, I've not much to say on Firebase Z. It was kind of just, it was a Cold War experience. I didn't play it for long. I would touch it again probably. But number 22 on this list is pretty respectable again. Well done, Cold War Zombies. You did better than Vanguard, let's say that for least. With Cold War Zombies out of the way, we're now going to move on to 21 on this list, and it's going to be Verrückt on World at War. Now, I fucking love Verrückt. I remember, as a small little child, a small little chrome, that me and my mate were playing Verrückt. We got to round 2, we heard a fucking scream, we shat ourselves, we quit the game. It was round 2. That is just the kind of fear that Verrückt installed inside of people. The other maps never scared me as much. No Zombies map has ever scared me as much as Verrückt did. I feel Zombies has lost its way in fear in recent times, whereas Verrückt perfectly encapsulated that fear. You're in a mental asylum, there's screaming, there is zombies, the Verrückt sprinters, holy shit, they're scary. Verrückt also introduced perks. One of the only constants throughout the whole of Zombies is the fact that perks are in every single map. Doesn't matter where you are, you got them perks. Sure, the systems have changed over time, but the core base is still there. You have your perks, you buy your perks. Verrückt, overall, very good map. But it does have to be said, it is still quite a boring map. There is no pack-a-punch. There is very little to do after you turn the power on and you get the guns you want and the perks. So for that reason, it's the 21st on this list, but don't get it wrong. I love Verrückt, and I'm sure everyone has stories like mine. Now that we're over halfway done with all the maps, we're on to number 20, which is Alpha Omega on Black Ops 4. Now, I don't care, I might die alone this hill or with you all, but Alpha Omega is a good map. People don't like the Raygun Mark II elemental things. I love that, that's really cool. I like that. They don't give you splash damage, fucking tag their totem. I love the map setting. As I said, I love Nuketown. I love the multiplayer map, but I didn't like the Nuketown zombies because it was that way of perks coming in and you fucking round 20 jug. I didn't like that. This changes that. This fixes that. Oh, but the pack-a-punch, what about the gas? We'll get all your pack-a-punch done quickly, and then you don't have to touch pack-a-punch again. Oh, but for the Easter egg. I like the Easter egg. I feel like I'm the only one that did. I'm going to go on a rant here for a while if I keep going, but Alpha Omega, I really do like it. To be fair, when it first came out, it is where I kind of went, you know what, this zombies thing isn't for me anymore. After fucking years on it, I was just like, this is not going well, and that's just because of Black Ops 4 and how it launched, really. But playing it back, I liked it, and I like the setting, I love the colours, I love the underground parts, I love Fallout shelters are my fucking thing. I spent years on Minecraft building them. It's so fun, and I really like Alpha Omega. Nobody's going to convince me otherwise that it's not a good map. Starting off our top 20, it is Alpha Omega. Suck on it. Now with one rant over, we're going into another rant with number 19 being Voyage of Despair on Black Ops 4. Once again, I really like Voyage of Despair. I like the map set and I like the tightness of it. I like being suffocated. I sound really kinky, I do apologise, but I like being suffocated in a zombies map. I like the challenge. There's also spots where you can drain. I think that Voyage of Despair catches too much flack, and some of it is warranted. The Easter egg is stupid. This fucking underwater tree thing, what's that about, man? We don't need that. The boss fight, I don't like it. I remember that really pissed me off when I first played Black Ops 4. That boss fight was the hardest boss fight and it was too hard. Fuck that boss fight. But I feel like people dog on Voyage of Despair too much because they don't like the map design. Everywhere looks too similar. I never got that. I always knew where I was going. From the first playthrough, I got a recognize of the map when it first came out years and years ago. I think it's just a popular thing for some people to dog on Voyage of Despair because it was one of the launch maps. But for me, it's very unfair. I like the Kraken. I like that you can elementally upgrade it. I'm a fan of the elemental upgrades apparently, but I am. The Kraken is a cool wonder weapon. Voyage is a good map. I'm not gonna have it. Number 19, Voyage of Despair. Suck on it! And so moving on to number 18, we have Town on Black Ops 2. The end of the Green Mile maps have come, and Town is just the one exception for the whole Green Mile maps. I really like Town. I like the layout of Town. I like that it's got Pack-a-Punch, it's got the mystery box, it's got perks, it's got an iconic training spot, it's got an iconic camping spot. Town is just a solid map. It doesn't do anything special, it doesn't do anything different, but what it does do is it does the basics right, and it all comes together to just create a fun experience where you and your mates can just have a lot of goddamn fun. Yeah, big fan of Town. I like the Grief mode on it. I think Grief needs to make a comeback somehow, because I remember playing Grief back in the day. That shit was so fun. But that's all you can really say about Town. It's just a good map, and it's at number 18. And with the Town review over, that brings an end to the biggest section of this tier list. They did the job. Maps. Some big maps there, but they all deserve to be in that tier list according to me. So on to our next section. These are now going to be the good maps. We are getting to the tail end of this list. These are going to start being people's favourite maps that I'm putting here, and I'm going to start feeling bad. The good section, they're good maps. There's still some flaws to them, but I find them quite good fun. Let's get into them. So to start off our good maps, it's going to be number 17, Revelations on Black Ops 3 Zombies. The ending of Zombies, or so we thought at the time. This map at the time was received poorly. Mostly because people thought it was lazy, they were just rehashing other maps and sticking them all together, with the only new parts really being the big apothecary fucking worm thing. But as time has gone on, the map has aged like fine wine, and I really enjoy this map. It's fun, it's easy, you can get good high rounds on it. The wonder weapons are fun, you can have both the Thundergun and the Apothecary Servant in the same loadout, which is just amazing. The masks as well, I love the masks. I love going for the God mask because it actually gives me something to do for late rounds, and it's not easy to do. It is not easy to do. It'll take you 26 rounds to get this motherfucking mask, but it's worth it because you can get hit like 8 times before you're down, and oh mate, I love Revelations. I get people's quarrels with it. It is just other pieces of maps stuck together, but I enjoyed that at the time because it felt nice. And we didn't have Chronicles yet at this time. That's got to be remembered. We didn't have Chronicles, so this was the first time we were seeing these parts of the maps in HD, fucking 1080p, whatever you want to call it, for the first time, and it was really cool. I think Revelations got a bit of a hard time when it started off, but now people have come round to it, and it's at number 17 on my list. We're getting to the business end of this list. We are now at number 16, which is going to be Reese on World at War. The best way to tell who is a zombies player and who isn't a zombies player is by asking them their opinions on Reese. If they put Reese in their top 10, they're a nostalgia merchant that do not play zombies anymore.
And number 2, Reese.
If they put it below 20th, they do not play zombies. They do not know zombies. Do not trust this person when talking to them about zombies. Reese is such a solid map. The catwalk, the most infamous, the most iconic camping spot in the whole TREYARCH old zombies franchise. Nowhere is better than the catwalk. I love the look, I love the feel of Reese, and must I remind people, it's the map that brought in Pack-a-Punch, one of the most revolutionary pieces of equipment to be added to zombies ever. But now, stating this, there is major flaws with this map, the World at War map, it must be said. So starting off, obviously World at War Quick Revive does not work. It's useless, don't know why it's on the map, what was the point in putting it in solo? And obviously the biggest of them all is that the Wunderwaffel is unusable on Reese, because if you get zapped, if you accidentally zap yourself with this thing, you lose Jug. That's it. Capiche, capuche, 2 hits, goodbye, you're off. And it really does hamper the experience because the Wunderwaffel is an amazing wonder weapon. It's one of the best wonder weapons ever, and you can't use it because you'll lose Jug. It really does pain me because Reese is such a good map, but that really does let it down. The fact that it was never fixed at the time, I know it was World at War, they didn't really care about zombies at the time, but come on! I know it's in Black Ops 1, but come on! We are down to our last 15 maps. Over a decade of developing and creating zombies maps, we are down to 15. And at number 15, it is going to be Buried on Black Ops 2 Zombies. Now, I used to really love Buried, it used to be in my top 5 list, but as of recent, it has gone down, purely for the simple reason of it is the same experience every single time you play. You'll set a jug with the sonic boom, bang, 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 bang thing, and that's how you play the game. It's how it goes every single time, and that becomes very boring to me. The bank makes it incredibly easy as well, but there's a lot to really love about Buried. I love the witch's house, I love the maze, the fact that it changes, I love the paralyzer, the time bomb, the parts, Leroy. There's so much to love about this map, but the fact is that the replayability of it is not there like it is on other maps on this tier list. So 15 does feel quite harsh for it, but keeping in mind the replayability, I think 15th is the perfect spot for it, in my opinion. Moving on to number 14 on this list, we are going to piss off Noah J to the max because he hates this map. Number 14 is Dead of the Night on Black Ops 4. I love Dead of the Night. I love this map. The design of the map, I love the characters, I love the fact that you fight a big fucking werewolf. That is so cool. That is the best mini boss we've got, and then you fight the motherfucker in the boss fight. That's so cool! I love the Alistair's Foley. I don't love the fact that it's different elemental shots, you don't know when you're going to get, but I can look past that. It's a really cool wonder weapon. I love the design of this map. I love the outside sections of this map. I really like this map. I love the Easter egg on it. I do hate the boss fight. The boss fight was a piece of shit. I remember doing that with my mate, and we got fucking gangbanged every time we did it. We eventually got it done, but let's just keep in mind the boss fight, we got gangbanged. But I don't understand how certain people, Noah J, can hate this map. It's a really good map. I love the layout, I love the design. It is the exact time period, but I love this design. Fallout Shelters and this motherfucking shit, I love. I could go on for hours about how much I love this map, so I'm going to keep it short, I'm going to stop it here. But Dead of the Night deserves to be where it is. I think I was tempted to put it higher, but looking at the 13 maps that are above it, I couldn't really put them above them. So number 14, I think, is just the perfect spot for it. Goldilocks would be proud. And moving on to number 13 on this list now, we have Kino der Toten on Black Ops 1 Zombies. Kino, it's just a classic. It's the first map I ever played in Zombies, so I've got to put it high just for that. But I'm not going to do what Chaos did and put it number 1. Fucking mental, man. There's a lot to like about Kino though. It's got iconic training places, it's got the thunder gun. I like the way you do pack-a-punch, which is just a simple click, click, like the teleporters, bosh. It's a simple yet effective map, and that is just what Zombies really, at its core, was supposed to be. But then it's transformed into this big thing, which I don't hate. The Nova Crawlers piss me off. Seriously, I hate Nova Crawlers. So fucking annoying. But other than that, Kino's just a very solid map, and 13th seems the perfect spot for it. And with Kino being over, we are now done with the good section of our tier list. Man, look at that, it's now starting to get packed there. We only have 2 sections left now, and the next one is going to be the extremely good maps. These are maps that I consider to be near perfect, that still have little bits of flaws, but I find them so enjoyable. They're extremely good. I can't wait to talk about them. Let's get into them. So starting off the extremely good category, we are going to have number 12, The Giant on Black Ops 3 Zombies. Now, I never understand the people that say they like Doris more than The Giant. The Giant fixes everything wrong with Doris. The window off is fixed, so if you zap yourself, you still keep jug. Quick revive works in the map looks better, everything works better. How do people rank this lower than Doris just because Doris came first? GTA 1 came before GTA 5. GTA 5 is still better than GTA 1. It was the perfect map to launch with Shadows of Evil, as you had a very complex map for the zombies diehards, and then The Giant was for the people that just wanted a chill, relax experience. So number 12 on this list seems perfect for it. Now we're on to the next map. This one has just narrowly missed the top 10. Number 11 on this list is Blood of the Dead on Black Ops 4 Zombies. Now this might be the most unpopular opinion of the video so far, but I love Blood of the Dead. Now when I was just a little youngling playing Black Ops 2 Zombies, I couldn't afford all the DLC, so I had to choose between Origins or Mob of the Dead, and I chose Origins. I never played Mob of the Dead when it first released. I played it a few years later, just before Black Ops 4, so I never had such a strong connection with Mob of the Dead, which is what I think elevates my enjoyment with Blood of the Dead. I seen all the good things about Mob of the Dead, I played Blood of the Dead, and I felt them here. You still have Brutus, you have a better version of the Acid Gat now, you've got the Magma Gat. It is better, you can argue with me, but I won't listen. But what about the San Francisco Bridge? I don't care! I don't really care about the bridge. Once you get there, tons of Brutuses spawn in, you can't really stay there for long unless you're like some hard guy like me, which I am. But this map is still insanely cool. People have an issue with the Easter egg. I love the Easter egg. I love doing it with my mate. It took us so long, but that's what was good about it. It was a really hard Easter egg, but the ending cutscene was so good, so it had the equal balance of reward to difficulty. And the warden cutscene before the boss fight, mwah! Oh, so good, so good, so good. I love this map. There is obviously the issues with it, which is why it's number 11. There's still glitches to it in this day, and when it first released, Jesus Christ, it was bad. People don't like the catwalk. I think you just gotta be prepared better. Apparently zombie players don't like thinking before they do stuff. I'm okay with it, because I'm a smart man. I don't like the fact that the shield is so heavily prevalent during the Easter egg, but I'm okay with it. I can look past it. I can understand why. It's still fun to do. I love this map. You can argue with me all you want. It's gonna fall on deaf ears. I love this map. Number 11 is Blood of the motherfucking Dead. From 43 maps, we are down to 10, and at the number 10 spot, it is going to be Moon on Black Ops 1 Zombies. I love Moon. I love the Easter egg. I needed to get that out straight away. It is such a good Easter egg. You blow up the motherfucking Earth. Oh my god, so cool. There is so much to like about Moon. I love the big fucking excavators moving. That is such a good sight. I love the biodome. It looks so good. And on Black Ops 3, special mention on the Zombie Chronicles, it looks fucking beautiful. This is the Black Ops 1 version. The wave gun. I didn't get it in my gameplay, but I've used the wave gun before many a times. It's such a good gun, and it incites the same reaction every time someone uses it.
I'm gonna mega zap him.
Okay.
Oh. Oh!
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 Oh, I hate it. I mean, it's great, but oh god.
That is awful.
The Nova Crawlers only spawn in certain sections of the map, which I think is a huge dub. That is a very smart thing to do. I love Area 51. I love the fact that if you're a good enough player, you can train there and build yourself up some points. And if you're not good enough, you lose out on that chance to get jugged by round 1 and build up enough points to pack a bunch of pistols on round 1. I think that's a brilliant skill gap. I just really love Moon. I love fighting on the Moon. The anti-gravity is cool. It's a bit glitchy at times in Black Ops 1. They fixed it on Black Ops 3 excellently. On Black Ops 1 it can be glitchy, but not too much. And PhD's on the map, so it's always going to be a dub. I shall stop swooning over Moon for a second here to move on to number 9 on our list, with that being Ancient Evil in Black Ops 4. You know what, I'm just going to come right out and say it. Black Ops 4 is a good game. The zombies part that is, everything else is fucking shit. I'm a BO4 enjoyer of zombies. Ancient Evil is just an incredibly stunning map, man. That map is fucking beautiful. I love it so much. The aesthetic of the map is just wonderful. I love the shield as well. The design on that is absolutely stunning. And this map made me the most interested in the Chaos storyline out of any of the maps that were produced. It's just a shame we haven't ever got a continuation of that. I would quite like to see it continued, but I don't think we'll ever see that. It is once again a difficult boss fight, but this time I did it solo, and I was really proud of myself when I did it solo. I was really happy. It was so good. Because it is such a hard boss fight, but it is doable. It is achievable, because I did it, so anybody can do it. I just can't say anymore, really. Ancient Evil is one of the best BO4 maps, and it deserves to be in the top 10. It's above Moon, and I love Moon. Although, when I was playing it, I had the BO4 issue of I fucking crashed. I crashed. That's so annoying, man. Oh, I'd got the Wonder Weapon, well, one of the 4 elementals. I love the elemental upgrades. Oh, but why does BO4 crash all the time? Moving on from the crashing of Black Ops 4, we're on to number 8, with that being 5. The map 5 is at number 8. That's a bit confusing. I fucking love 5. 5 is such a good map. I hate how it gets dogged on all the fucking time. You can play it as JFK or Richard Nixon or Fidel Castro or other guy. Like, that's so cool. I could be Nixon killing zombies in the Pentagon. What a fucking map! People say it's too difficult, there's nowhere to train, blah 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 blah. There's literally the centre of the Pentagon. You're just not good enough to train. It is simple. If you're just running about, 5's a difficult map. If you're actually playing it right, 5's a good map. 5 is a very easy map, but it still has the challenge in it. And also, one of the best mini bosses ever, the Pentagon Thief. That guy genuinely instills fear into you and makes you use tactics to try and get away from him. And when he gets you, you then have to use tactics to try and kill the motherfucker. And if you get him without touching him, it drops a bonfire sail. That's so cool. Oh, but the only thing that sucks about this map is the Winter's Hill. That thing's a fucking piece of shit. Seriously, why did they make the Winter's Hill so fucking shit? Make it good. Come on, and you would have been a top 5 map. Come on. Flying from America to Russia, we are now at number 7, which is Gorod Krovi and Black Ops 3. Now, this feels criminally low for Gorod Krovi, but I genuinely couldn't have put it above the other 6 maps. Gorod Krovi is such a good map. I love the boss fight. I love that there's 2 parts to it. You kill the dragon, and all of a sudden Nikolai's like, fuck you, beach. That is such an interesting concept. And I'm sad we haven't seen it since. Or maybe we have, and I just haven't done the boss fight. That's an entire possibility. But GK is such a good map. I can't even really think of any flaws. The flying mechanical things are really annoying, but that's not a flaw. It's just annoying. I like the Russian manglers. Those are cool. I like the lockdown in the house. I like you flying a motherfucking dragon like what? And I remember the genuine excitement from everyone watching the trailer and seeing the PPSH in the box. Oh, what a moment. And the Ray Gun Mark III. Oh, what a gun. It's not as good as the wave gun, but it's a pretty good fucking gun. Yeah, GK is excellent. What a map. BO3. What a game. Great map, I can't say anymore. It still does feel quite low for it still. And the map to miss out on the top 5 is gonna be Classified on Black Ops 4. Now, it could be controversial putting this above 5, but I prefer Classified. Sure, you're not playing as JFK, Nixon, or Fidel Castro, and other guy. But I just think the improvements outweigh that character selection. Because you're now the best crew, Richtofen, Nikolai, Dempsey, and Takeo, but with nicer graphics. Classified has the best intro, cutscene, thing, whatever you want to call it, to any zombies map ever. Fact. Can't disprove that. It is simply the best. It is the most unique, most interesting. It's a work of art. I fucking love that thing. It's so good. I can still watch it to this day because it's awesome. It's good at explaining storyline plot, and overall, it's fun. Obviously, one big downside to the map is that they got rid of the best mini-boss, one of the best mini-bosses ever, the Pentagon Thief. Why? Just include him. I'm sure you can write it into the story somehow. But it fixed one of the big flaws from 5, which is the Winter Sowl. The Winter Sowl was actually useful in this map. It's actually usable now. So yeah, Classified unfortunately does miss out in the top 5, but I think 6th is pretty good for it. With Classified done, that is us finished with the extremely good category on our tier list. You may see there are only 5 maps left, and there's only one section of the tier list left, and that is the perfect 5 section of our tier list. The 5 best maps that if you ask me to play them, it will be a 100% yes. These maps are perfect in my eyes. There's no flaws to them. There might be some, but in my eyes, I don't give a shit about that flaw. These are just 5 perfect maps that I will play all the time. They're my favourite of all time. Let's get into them. And number 5 on today's tier list. I can't do that, Mr. T-Lex. I don't know how you do that. Number 5 on this list is going to be 9 from Black Ops 4. A Black Ops 4 map in the top 5. Who would have thunk it?
Not me.
I remember the day that Black Ops 4 launched. Me and my mate were waiting on the PlayStation screen, looking at the time just tick down second by second, minute by minute. And when it launched, we played 9 for like 8-10 hours straight overnight. It's one of my fondest ever memories I will remember forever. 9 holds such a special place in my heart. 9's map design is one of my favourite, if not the favourite. I think there's some I like more. I think there's only one I like more, really. But 9 is just so awesome. You're in a gladiator arena, you're surrounded by people, the 4 temples of gods, those look so cool. The underground part is so cool. There's tigers! I fight tigers! Fucking awesome! The Death of Orion, that's a cool weapon. And the boss fight, you're fighting killer elephants. Do you remember the part where I said Grog Grove, you only fight one person? I'm lying, it's a 2-parter, motherfucker. There's 2 zombie elephants. Wow! Definitely the coolest boss ever, the zombie elephants, by far. They're really annoying fucking things to kill, but they're so cool. 9 is just a perfect map. The fact that there's 4 better maps in it shows how good Treyarch are at making maps. Or used to be, I guess I should say. I miss you, Blundell.
I missed them a lot today.
I promise that the ending always stays the same, so there's no good reason to make believe that we could ever exist again.
But 9 aesthetically, if this was an aesthetically pleasing tier list, this would be number 2 because it's fucking awesome. 9 deserves its place in the top 5. It's an awesome, awesome map, and if you think otherwise, it's because you just hate Black Ops 4. You don't hate 9. Everyone loves 9. That is Black Ops 4 done. 9 is the best map from that game. It is undeniable. But we are now going to move on to number 4. The 4th best zombies map of all time. Mob of the Dead on Black Ops 2 Zombies. I mean, there's nothing I can say that hasn't already been said about this map. Everything is perfection, from the map layout, to the characters, to the Golden Gate Bridge, the weapons, the blundergat, the pack-a-punch, the acid trap. Everything works in this map, and it all comes together to create one of the most iconic and greatest zombie maps of all time. And the fact it's only 4th? Mental! As I've said before, I never played Mob of the Dead when it first came out, because I was just a small child with no money. But having bought it a couple years ago, I played it a fuck ton. And I will continue to play it a fuck ton, because the replayability of that map is second to none. I never get bored of Mob. People go, oh, but you need to get the plane parts, you need to keep getting the fuel. Shut up, man. Doesn't take that long. Have some fun. Just everything about the map is iconic. It's mental. How can a full map be iconic? There's so much to the map. And the Afterlife 2, what an innovative system. Mob of the Dead is a lot better than Blood of the Dead, because Blood of the Dead tried to be Mob of the Dead and it failed in that. But I still like Blood of the Dead for other reasons. But in terms of being Mob of the Dead does it best. Obviously. We are on to the podium spots now. The bronze medal is up for grabs for one of our 3 maps left. At number 3, Origins on Black Ops 2. What a map. When the trailer first released for this map, I remember people being scared because Blundell teased the weather system coming back from transit. But it comes back in a perfect way in this map. Origins is so close to perfection, it could crunch it with its teeth. The staffs, the upgrades are not easy, but they are doable. The generators, the Mauser, the big fucking robots. Oh, and the Easter egg is definitely my favourite to do in any zombies whatsoever. The only thing that lets this map down is the lack of a boss fight. It is so annoying. There's more of a boss fight doing the Panzer step than there is the actual boss fight. You only kill 100 zombies. Come on, give me something more. Let me fight a fucking zombie robot. Don't know how that would work, but that'd be fucking awesome. Oh, but that doesn't hamper it. This map is so iconic. I love it. It's definitely the map I've put the most hours ever into. Because as I said, it was either Mob or Origins I would buy. I bought Origins and I played the shit out of that. Oh, man, there's not enough I can say about Origins. Origins was what definitely propelled me into becoming a zombies fanatic. First map I ever played was Kino, but Origins is definitely the first map where I remember gaining sentience in a zombies map and going, this is fucking awesome! The Pack-a-Punch 2, the Underground, oh, the crazy place, I can't say enough. Thank you, Blundell, for making Origins. All I'm saying is, the top 7 maps were all Blundell maps. That's all I'm going to say. Here we are, people. We are down to just 2 maps. From 42 to 2. We have either got the Reisendrak or Shadows of Evil. 2 Black Ops 3 maps, 2 iconic maps, but there can only be one top 1. We're going to start with number 2. The second best map in Treyarch's history is the Reisendrak on Black Ops 3 Zombies. I've had to re-record this a few times now because I just talk so much about this map, but that's because it is just so iconic. It is packed to the brim with content. I mean, what a map. I think for the casual, this is the best map to play ever. For the casual, this map is just incredible. The bows, the upgradables, the lightning bow, the most iconic bow. It's the best bow. Come on. The Wunderfizz makes a return. The Panzer makes a return. Filling up dogs makes a return, but we're doing it with motherfucking dragons. Oh, the Reisendrak's just such a good map, man. The Easter egg is so good, and the boss fight is the best boss fight in Treyarch history. It is just a fact. You're fighting a giant keeper with panzers chasing you down, wanting to melt your face off. Oh, it's so good. It's just such a wonderfully designed map. I've put so many hours into this map too. It's incredible. The launch pad, there's just, I say too much. There's so much. Anti-gravity room. Oh, the map is just so good. The first 2 maps, excluding the Giant from Black Ops 3, were just incredible maps. They really were. We were so treated with Black Ops 3. Gotta miss those days. But the Reisendrak, number 2 on the tier list. And then there was one. The best zombies map in Treyarch history is Shadows of Evil on Black Ops 3. This is, hands down, the best experience of gaming I've ever had, playing this map for the first time. Now, when it was first released, people didn't like this map because of how different it was, but it has aged like the most expensive wine in history. It is such an incredible map. There's so much to do. It brought in so much stuff that would shape the future of this game. It introduces the Shadow Man, the Richthofen cutscene at the end, the Apothecon Servant. Oh, just everything about this map is so good. It introduces us to the Keepers. Oh, everything's so good. The way you turn on Pack-a-Punch is so iconic, and it has been so meticulously cut down to be so efficient by the community over the 8 years this game's been out. 8-9 years, I don't even remember. It's such a good map. I love the Easter egg on it. I cannot say enough about this map. It introduced Widow's Wine as well. The best perk, in my opinion, the best perk in zombies ever. It is better than Jug. It is more of a necessity than Jug. I mean, there's what else can I say? The Beast form's awesome. I love the Beast form. It is like Afterlife, but better. The Margos, what a boss they were. I wish they'd stayed in Shadows of Evil. They got into too many maps, but in Shadows of Evil, it's the first time they were introduced, so we're going to take it at that. We're going to take it at face value like that. They're fucking awesome. They are deadly, but also stupid, so they're easy to kill. The Pack-a-Punch room too, oh, I mean, I'll be here all day talking about it. Shadows of Evil, aesthetically, the best map ever. Playability, the best map ever. Just the best map ever. That's all I can say. Shadows of Evil, number 1. And with Shadows of Evil, that brings an end to this massive video. This tier list is done. Look at it, it looks incredible. I don't think I've got one wrong pick there. It is just simply incredible. I've had so much fun making this video. It's taken a while, it's taken a lot of effort. So if I can ask one thing from you, it's to like this video. I've put so much effort into it. It's been a lot of hard work. It's been a lot of strain on my voice. It's been a roller coaster, but I've had so much fun making it, and expect more zombies content on this channel coming in the future. I'll see you in the next one.